What's going on, TubeYube? Welcome back to the Plot Coalition YouTube channel, where today we are going to be working on some character designs for my Helldivers short film. So, I'm pretty tired. It's been a busy week, but this should be just a fun, chill stream. Just gonna listen to some music and do some designs. So, it'll be a good time. Let me turn down the music just a hair. It's a little bit loud right now. We'll leave it right about there. What's going on, Zombie Badger and Shrimpy? Welcome. So we're gonna get right into it. I finished writing the script for the short, the first draft of the script. I finished up over the weekend on Monday, somewhere in that time frame. So pretty excited. It's coming together really, really well. I'm pretty excited about it. And so now we're working through casting and getting people on board to write character bios and stuff like that. So if you have not signed up or filled out a submission form to join the team, be sure to do that in the Plot Coalition Discord, because that's where it all happens, all goes down. And for members, for YouTube members, upon request, you can get an early preview of the first draft of the script. So if you want to become a member, you can check out the script before anybody else does. So one of our members already read it and absolutely loved it. But we are going to be getting into the character design portion of this, probably doing a lot of jumping in and out of the Helldivers Archive Discord to grab some models and stuff. But we'll start with some of the basic ones and kind of like what those characters are as we dive into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, get the fish cam up, so we can hang out and have a good time. There we go. Fish cam locked in. Actually, speaking of, he needs some food. So you'll get prime fish cam. 1 second. I'll put it right in front of the camera. Watch the fish eat dinner. Look at that. Maybe. Sometimes he's right on top of it, and other times he's not. I don't even see where he went. Oh, there he is. He's coming in now. Fish cam, always a fan favorite. All right. So let's get into some character designs. Now, the two main ones off rip that I want to secure the look for is our main character, which right now is just going by Helldiver03 because of the way that I wrote the script. Here, we'll do a save all real quick. But here, we'll just do it within character designs. Just gotta do a new folder here called Helldiver 03. Actually, here, wait, we'll do this because I'll need theirs the most. It'll be 001. Helldiver 03. Because it's kind of funny the way that I ended up writing this was kind of a little all over the place, but it was an interesting writing experiment to kind of land on who the main character was, because let's see. Actually, I'm gonna shorten this. HD 03 default. And we'll open up that blueprint. But yeah, the way that I ended up writing this was a little interesting because it's just different than how I've written other scripts in the past. Because I really started off with a cast of characters, started working through who's surviving, who's not, and Helldiver 3 just ended up surviving. That's literally what made him the main cast character. So I have I've tested out how some of these these divers all be looking. All right, so we're gonna go with, that's the brawny one. We want the lean, simple, and yeah, we're just gonna start there for the base. We'll probably have to pull like characters out, like if any don't need a helmet. This character only doesn't have a helmet at like the very end, and it's for like a very specific reason. Otherwise their helmet's on the entire time, so it's not that big of a deal. So one of the reasons I'm going with this character is because it's my favorite armor set, just with the left weighted side. That's why I made my cosplay after. And I feel like it's pretty easily identifiable. Like, I feel like if they're the only one that, you know, has this kind of look, the yellow weighted side, the yellow knee, it'll be very easy to identify them. So that's like, yeah, something I'm thinking of. But I also like don't want them to be like, you know, this crazy out there character. There are some characters in the script that are just gonna require some like mega modded like textures and stuff. Like, I want to do one set of characters where they, like, in this part of the mask, like, they have a skull painted in. Very very Ghost from the old Call of Duties. I don't know if he's still around or what, because they can't kill Call of Duty characters for whatever reason. Cool, I already have a cape socket built, and they all use the same body skeleton, which is super helpful. Alright, so yeah, there's like no dismemberment, so we don't even need the cine version of this. So we'll go into capes. So I've tried a few things with the capes, and kind of what I've landed on, I've been trying to, you know, do them with like fully simulated capes and just seeing what different things work. I think I'm going to see if there's like either one that I can do with like physics assets, or I'm almost wondering if it needs to be simulated, depending on like how detailed we want to get. But for now, you know, we can go ahead and just add this into the cape socket. We are not doing anything super crazy to start. We need the cape. Those are decals. Material instance. We're just gonna go with the cape default for this character. It's a little shiny, but you know, I think it's all good. So we'll add this to the cape socket, and we'll get it in place. What's the fish's name? My son named the fish Katie. So that's the fish's name. And your other question, will there be siege soldiers in this? Or is this in the back lines of the enemies? No specific call outs to siege soldiers. You know, there's a certain point where it's like, how much of this do you write, or how deep into it do you get? And you know, it kind of became one of those things where, like, in New Frontiers, there were like a couple of moments to like let the grunts shine a little bit, but like too much and it gets like, you know, too convoluted. Like, people aren't there to see the pilots, and I feel like, you know, the grunt perspective has been done so often, so this like focuses just on this group of Helldivers, and then like kind of these more out there wacky groups of Helldivers and what that looks like, just in regards of, you know, how they end up coming together. So this is gonna kind of be our default base for Helldiver 3. I'm gonna end up making like a bunch of versions of this character, you know, with just because sometimes it's a lot easier if like the gun's like already in hand or attached at the hip, what have you. A lot of that stuff I'll have kind of like pre-built in these blueprints for specific needs. Even like here, like the cape, like I'll probably get rid of the cape for a lot of animation, but like the main character Helldiver is supposed to be like very basic. But then we also have to do, I want to at least kind of dive into what the veteran Helldiver is going to look like, because there's a veteran character, and also Eagle 1, because that's something we were talking about in the Discord. The veteran should just have the armor from Helldivers 1. That would be interesting. It is a joke though, like in the whole thing, where like he's a veteran because he's like survived more than 5 minutes. It's kind of a little bit of a joke. What's up, Said? Welcome. As mentioned, you do have some variations of the B01. Yeah, there's plenty of variation within here, and then I'm gonna kind of start looking into pulling in some other mods or skins, what have you. But so I'm gonna dive into the Helldivers archive, and like these folks are like way on top of it. I'm gonna just go half the screen there. But like they already got like this democracy space station. Like they've already, like somebody's already ripped out of the game what they're setting up there, which is pretty crazy. Like that is such a new development. People build their own stuff, put it in here. This is the pack where I pull stuff. So the main thing that I'm looking for in here, I believe, is going to be this one. Let's see, because I looked at this a while ago, so these updates are new. All armors have been added. I'm going to find the list of available armors underneath this post. Armors may not appear correctly in cycles. This is the limitations of the shader. Okay. None of the armor sets are baked. However, they can be easily baked with the included baking tools in Blender. Without the needs of add-ons, please refer to shaders. For further info, please do not ping me or judge regarding the baking issues. Duly noted. All right. Well, that's a lot of armor bits, so hopefully we can pretty easily, even if I can just pull the textures out, I don't even need them as part of the shader. I just need the textures pulled out because I have the shader loaded up in Unreal, so that should be fine. Holy moly. Oh, they do have baked armor for some of them. Let's see. So wait, hold up. They have the Drone Master baked and the Enforcer baked. It's kind of, I wish there were thumbnails with this. These are all Blender files. I guess we gotta search up some of these, huh? Just to see what they look like. We do gotta add Greg in there somewhere. Greg is required. Let's see. Winter Warrior, Kodak. All right. Well, so because by popular demand in the Discord, we need to. I feel like we need to start with the Eagle 1 look. So, what is that one even called? I guess it's not like the worst thing in the world to download some of these. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll download one. Sorry, you're kind of just looking at my empty screen. Where'd the fish go? He's supposed to be entertaining y'all. He's coming back. He'll be in frame in a second, I think. Actually, don't. Oh, there he is. Hey, right on cue. He heard me. All right. Let's. Goodness, this is starting to a good messy. Okay, so I already have these in here. So I'm gonna do just an armor sets folder. We'll call this SC15 Drone Master, and we'll save it and pop it open in Blender. Throw Blender up over on the other screen. Well, Blender crashed when it tried to open. That's annoying. Blender 4.1. I've really been, like, I really want to look more into Blender. Just, like, I use Blender a lot. But I kind of want to like start playing with it as a primary thing. So here's the character. We'll just go to material preview. Because apparently this is baked. So I really like this armor set. I don't know about like the full thing for Eagle one though. It does look cool though. But I definitely want the helmet. That's like the main thing. Yeah, and then I want to find that other one to get everything else. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I'll be putting Greg in the background somewhere. For sure. Do a furry Helldiver? Probably not, because that's not in the story. But, alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this Master modded baked. And it says I'm in object mode, but like this is somebody else's thing. Something must be locked where I can't grab. Oh, I see. He's got his own. There are different collections for different versions. So, hold up. Here's just the helmet. Yep. So, I want just the helmet. And it says the textures are baked. Yep, because these are all material maps. So, I'm assuming that's not using. Yeah, it's just inputs from BSDF. So I should be able to just export this and pull it into Unreal. So let me check the dimensions. Unit should be 0.01 and in centimeters. I'm gonna say like have like everything turned off. I do not like this guy's layout for Blender, but I appreciate him pulling the stuff out. That is helpful. All right. I feel like this should be zeroed. I feel like this needs to. You know what? I'm gonna open up a new Blender, and I'm just going to append the helmet to it. So yeah, we'll save that. Select everything, delete. And centimeters, 0.01, so it goes into Unreal correctly. We'll double up the... I need to make this my default into Blender because I do take so much from Blender in here. Collection. SP15 helmet. Okay, it imported the whole skeleton, but that should be fine. So let's scale this up by 100. It's always weird working with game assets, like the way they come in and stuff. And I'm going to... Well, maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. Is that it down there? Dang! Okay. So that's about the right height. And we'll pull it down. Because I do like the look of this helmet. And I'm really just going to kind of try to put the pivot where the ears are. I feel like that makes the most sense. Or where the ears would be. Alright, so in theory, I can take this Drone Master, just call this helmet, and make sure that imports into Unreal, and then we'll grab more stuff. Hey, what's up, Cringe Fest? I am enjoying Blender. I've been enjoying Blender for years. I just usually, you know, come straight out of Blender and go right back into Unreal Engine. But I do like Blender. Apparently, Cycles doesn't work with the shader though, which is a bummer, but is what it is. Instead said, will you be able to edit colors on armor? You did do custom textures on New Frontiers, right? I did. So the way that Respawn, hold up, X forward, Z up. The way that Respawn packaged the game, because it was built in Source, all of their stuff, like the models and the textures, and I mean, you know this, they were brought in. Oh shoot! Nope, I need to re-export that. All the models and the textures. Sorry, set origin, 3D cursor, and then apply all transforms. Sorry, that was the last setting that I needed to do. And as always, another version. But because it was in those texture sets, like I just pulled the textures and like photoshopped them. I really need to make a V1 every time I export something out of Blender because I'm always coming back. And yeah, so it made it a little bit easier to track in that sense. As far as like being able to edit the textures and whatnot, because there was like a whole bunch of modding, like, you know, Gila having like a completely different arm, and stuff like that. There were just like different things that I could do in those cases. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. 003. We'll go Eagle 01 because I want to make 002 the veteran, which we'll come back to in a second. But I was excited about grabbing this one. Lord Cringefest says 8 years of Blender in. Crazy. I cannot say I've been in Blender for that long. I remember opening Blender when Blender was like not brand new, but still relatively new, and I did not like it. Of course, it's backwards. RZ 180. Fly all transforms. But I remember back then, like, Blender was terrible to work in. I was like, I don't understand like any of this. And I freaked out and I didn't touch it for many, many years. And then right around 2020, 2021, like I was like, I'll give Blender another chance. It's when I was getting into, like, wanted to get into Unreal Engine, but I felt like Blender was a better step, just while I was trying to figure out 3D stuff in general. And Blender was just completely different, and I love it now. Blender's fantastic. All right, that's turned around. It's facing the right direction. We didn't get the textures though, so I got to figure out what's up with that. Where do be these textures? Which, I love the look of this helmet. I'm not sure about the orange though. That might be something that I might tweak. But for now, we're just kind of focusing on getting stuff in, seeing how it looks, and then if we need to address it later, we'll address it later. Where is this from? Copy data path. Maybe paste it. Nope, that didn't do anything. Where is this? I mean, I'm surprised this didn't export tied to it. That's so weird. Because it's supposed to be, I mean, they say it's supposed to be baked to save the hassle. No, that's Auto Rig Pro. Yeah, I have like a baking, principled baker. Come on. Usually it just put stuff in here, but detect color. Okay, so it didn't auto detect, but that's okay. And then what is the next friggin' step here? Do you have to do the set render engine to cycles? They said the shader doesn't work in cycles. Fingers crossed, we'll see how this goes. If it crashes the stream. Okay, it baked out one. It baked out the normals. Where the hell did this bake to? I guess I should have been paying attention. Yeah, I knew how it worked on Titanfall files. I was wondering if it would be possible for this project as well. Don't let me distract you from your work though. I appreciate that, Seth. Yeah, no, it's definitely possible. I've been talking to a guy about how he was doing it with Substance Painter, and he was using, what did he say? He said, don't want to dox the guy. He said, I had it baked and exported as an FBX in Blender, rigged in AccuRig, then added all the EXR maps back in Unreal. Could just use the shader. Yeah, so everybody seems to have their own way of approaching this. Yeah, so hold up. Because I hit bake, but then does it bake next to the project file? It does. Okay. All right. There we go. We're back in business, boys. We got textures. So what's nice about doing it this way is I can open this up. Delete that. He said, does this look familiar? At least it comes with like a little bit of an identifier, unlike Titanfall models. Said pulled almost all the models for New Frontiers. There's a couple that a couple of files that I went in and found, but like as far as models go, yeah, it said pulled them all for New Frontiers. And I don't know why, but like a lot of these games in other engines, like you gotta set the specular like super low, or else it just like looks like way too shiny like that. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll save. And there we go. Helmet is an Unreal. It looks fantastic. There's a little bit of weird stuff going on with the light. I wonder if the textures need a larger bake. Hold up, let me try. New folder. Because I think this was like 1024. Let me just try baking. We're all learning. This is a learning experience. We're out here learning together. Don't you enjoy it, guys? I feel like I'm starting to become, yep, that's a 1024. Let's go for a 496. Sure. We'll go for a 16-bit 4K PNG. Let's fry my computer on stream. My computer will probably handle it. I don't know if stream will. Here we go. Bake. Fingers crossed. Ugh. Hey, what's up? That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. Hey. Blender froze. Classic. Well, we'll wait for that. The nice thing about when Blender freezes is a lot of times it is actually doing something. Like, Blender is pretty good about unfreezing. It's when this wheel stops spinning that you have a problem on your hands. So we'll let that spin eternally. I'll bring you guys back when it's ready. But yeah. We'll add the fish can back in. Get a fish can back up in here. Just in case he shows up. But yeah, I'll wait for Blender to unfreeze. I'm actually gonna jump into Unreal real quick on my other computer, see if this stuff is ready to add. Just about. I have some metahumans coming in. So, fun fact. Unreal Engine is getting ready to release their like fab, their new Unreal Engine marketplace thing that is Sketchfab, Unreal Engine marketplace, ArtStation marketplace, all this stuff combined into one. And it's already causing problems because it showed up in my Epic account. It was like, all your stuff's gone. It came back. I got it to come back. But I was like, this is already a disaster. I can't imagine if I was working on a game. Or even working on this project. And then like all of a sudden everything disappeared. I understand why they're changing it. But I also don't. at the same time. I think it's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, it was rough. There we go. Alright, I just got to add a couple of things to my Unreal project. And then it's probably going to be like, update all this jazz. Yep, it's already popping up. So I'm going to get all that up. But yeah, so it's just like, I understand why they're doing it. They're acquiring more things. They're trying to update their jazz and whatever, but it's just so it's annoying, you know? Like, they didn't have to do this. You don't have to do this. But yeah, so it is what it is. But now, you know, now we can. Oh, I dismissed the restart. Sorry, Unreal's just trying to get some plugins set up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Yep, those are in, so I'm gonna restart Unreal real quick and get it back up. But yeah, no, it's just like, I mean, it's already causing problems on my end, and I don't know if they're gonna like, because like my thing is, if they don't plan on like discontinuing the other services, I think it's fine. Like, I would understand like if the services don't get updates, like that's whatever, but like what I do have, leave that alone. And when I'm like, hey, I do need to go over to the other marketplace, I'll show up. I'll get there eventually. But leave what's working alone. It is it's annoying, but hey, I don't run Epic Games, and they made the software for free. So Fish's name is Katie. My son named him. Oh, I already had the fish cam up, so I have a double fish cam in this OBS scene right now. That's not gonna break my computer later. All right, we're back in Unreal. We have textures. We're gonna re-import with new files. All right, and that should help with this in here. Should just give us higher resolution to where when we open up the helmet. And zoom in. I don't know why it made it brighter, but there's a couple things we can do to address that. Let me just... Yeah, for whatever reason when I export it this time it's brighter. And there's still some of those lighting issues. That's got to be something with the shader. But what happens if we enable nanite? And there's a setting that I always forget what the setting is. But sometimes if you just apply this, it resolves that. It did not in this case. But hey, we can kind of just play with this texture in here. So main thing is, and it's really the only color that's in here, is the color of that. Which we can probably just get away with, honestly, just affecting this hue slider. Make it, she can be super girly pop. Or we'll kind of go for a little bit more of this reddish hue. And honestly, like sometimes this is just the faster way to do it than going into Photoshop or what have you. I know I'm probably breaking some hearts right now, but this is just to get something. Yeah, see? There are red spots. So we're just going to use that as the base. And now we got to go find that other model. That's the full thing. So we're going to make a folder within here just called Eagle One Helmet, just to keep things organized. What else? The big thing with big corpos like Epic is that it affects their bottom line. They just cut it. Yep. And like, again, Epic Games makes this whole software is crazy. I have made so many crazy things in Unreal outside of the YouTube channel, even. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, you're giving us so much that, like, if there's a little bit that you need to help recoup costs, it doesn't break my heart totally. Just breaks it a little. All right, let's see. I'm jumping back into here. So I'm gonna look up some of these. Helldivers, Dynamo, Armor. What's that one? Okay, so that's this. It's discount Stormtrooper armor. Also not what I want for Eagle 1. It does have a metal arm. Metal arms are pretty cool. But not what I'm looking for. So what's the other ones? Enforcer. I'm pretty sure the Enforcer one is not the one I'm looking for. Nope. That is the other one. I doubt Legionnaire is either, because I think Legionnaire is the one with the... Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I think we found it, boys. Yep. This is basically what we're going for right here. Very similar look for Homegirl Eagle 1. Sick. So they have it with pre-baked textures. What a lovely day. I'm gonna download it. It's gonna be a different one. We'll find out. We'll find out. All right. SC 37 Legionnaire. And we'll save it there. And we'll open it in Blender 4.1. All right, let's check this out. Ooh! Rose already got the renderer up. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So there's a bit more that we could probably like get into with modding. For example, like these shoulder pads, I'm not the biggest fan of. Are they a break for me? Like, am I gonna be like, absolutely not? Probably not. This is kind of weird though. The like hoodie with where the cape's supposed to be, because Eagle 1 is not gonna have a cape in our instance. But we do need the body. What's... Yeah, this is all... We definitely need a... to be able to import it on the skeleton we're already using. So what I think I'm gonna do... There must be several people working on this because everybody has it laid out a little bit differently. Which is all good. It's all good. So... I'm wondering if... let me just append this to a new project just to keep it clean. So we'll do a new project. Sure, we'll save that one. We'll do units. 0.01 centimeters. Going through this process once again. I know with New Frontiers you used helmets imported from the games, but for this project do you plan on customizing a character's helmet or armor that looks different from their origin in the game? Yeah, there's a couple little plans I have in mind. Probably won't get to them tonight because they're gonna just take more advanced work that's kind of like boring to watch. But yeah, I have some ideas for some stuff. That didn't copy in. That's all right. Go here. Append. Collection. Goodness, the way this is set up. I feel like maybe just the whole collection, right? Yeah, then this needs to be scaled up. 100. Yeah, geez. This is already getting messy. It is not scientific. RZ 180. Cheese and rice. GZ, GX, GY. Okay, so this has alright. I'm going to oh my word. Get rid of all that. It's stressing me out. Let's I know I've seen that outfit from ODST versus a Helldiver. Probably Halo Follower is like a master of pulling this stuff out and getting it to work the way that he wants. I offered to help him work on what in the world? I offered to help him work on some stuff, but oh, I'm on import. Duh. I need to go to append. Yeah, here. Okay. Let's just. What happens if we just append this? Scale. Okay. It just imports that part of the body. Okay. Import. All right. Here's what I'm wondering. Do we just like pull pieces we want and put them on standard armor? Probably not. I feel like that's also like that's not the way. Dang it! I keep doing it that way. Append. Okay. So we only want. Yeah, this is messy. Left lean. Cheese and rice. Lean. Okay, so this part feels unnecessary. That feels like it's just for the destructible body. As is that. As is that. Same there. Helmet we don't need. Legs we do need. That we don't need. Yep. Ah, I see. Those must be the brawny ones. Those are the lean ones. We'll go for the lean ones. Okay. Alright, so we at least have a body of a character. That is a great start. What I am thinking... Oh, so the models are buggy? Oh, it's just divided. Funny. Yeah, no, they're divided because when in-game, when your character gets blown apart, you can dismember them. Or they get dismembered. So in-game, that's how it does it. Is it has the parts pre-separated, and then it can kind of, destroy them from that point. So here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to save this as Legionnaire. V1. We call this blank V1. I'm gonna give this a try. I have an idea, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so now I'm gonna make another one called AccuRig V1. And we'll save as. We're going to delete the skeleton. Find everything else. Scale that by 100. And apply all transforms. Okay. Now what I'm going to try is exporting this as an FBX. Test. This was my life working on New Frontiers. Doing this over and over and over again, with every model being completely different and breaking and whatnot. And I'm just doing my basics for Unreal. Even though there's no armature there, that's just force of habit. Alright, now I'm going to pop open AccuRig and see if we can get something pulled up in here. Up in here, up in here. Update is required for further usage. Of course, while I'm on stream. Yeah, it can be a little weird, but we'll wait for this to update. I do have some metahumans that I've kind of been brainstorming for these characters. But I'll have to pull them out and put them back in. So what I'm wondering is, when it comes to like this main character design, because this is on the Unreal Engine mannequin, and I wonder if AccuRig is just good enough now, and the Helldivers are posed in such a way that that's how Cover Up sourced these. So that's the next thing I'm going to kind of look into is if, yep, you can restart AccuRig. Yep. AccuRig is restarting. But if that is the case, then like I should be able to pull in any model. Yep. You can run AccuRig. I tried to open you a couple minutes ago. And pull it in. So AccuRig, for those who don't know, AccuRig is like, RZ 180 Grande all transforms. That's why I make a V1. Export FBX V2, track our progress. Alright. Load character. We're choose a different file. This one spun around. But AccuRig is kind of like Mixamo. Except just better. But it doesn't work in AccuRig. This model actually might work in Mixamo because it doesn't need to pull as much. But we're gonna give this a shot in AccuRig, and then if it's able to import and retarget animations, golden. So we'll rig the body. We'll automatically detect that. It's pretty accurate. I think it's having trouble with is the head joint. I'm just gonna place up there. And the neck, I'll place kind of more in the throat. And that should be pretty good. It wants, I remember, it wants the head to be like against a part of the mesh. That's what I hate about AccuRig. All right, we're putting the head right there for now. We'll rig right hand. Yep, they got 5 fingers. 5 fingers, 5 little piggies. We'll see how that looks. Fingies crossed. Did a pretty good job. The pinky could be a little bit better. I wish in AccuRig when you grab like a pinky, it just, like that first joint, it just pulled all the other joints with it. Would make me way more confident. Rig left hand. Left hand. So I think the left hand tries to mirror too, which is kind of nice. All right. Finalize character. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna take a little nap. There we go, back from a nap. Character's looking good. So in AccuRig, it definitely works. So put them into an A pose. Shoulders are back a little bit, but we'll see what it does. Oh, they have this body offset. I don't know if I'm gonna play with that. It kind of feels like I have to though. And then Z, what's the Z? Hey, what's up? On the Pizza Man. Don't love. That's all right. Let's just try exporting an FBX for Unreal. And I'm not gonna worry about textures. We'll pull textures. All right. We'll call this AccuRig V3. Save. Okay, so now there is potential that this character will import. And then we can build out our Eagle 1. So we'll call this Eagle 101 body. And let's give it a shot. And alley-oop. What happens if I just choose? This might crash Unreal, but if it works, yo, hold up. Oh, said we'll see you later. We'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by the stream. So hold up. If this worked, holy friggin' moly. I think that worked. How that worked, hold up. Wait. Let's just check the salute, the cleaned up salute. Oh, nope. Nah. It did not work as expected. Homegirl is backwards. So it wasn't perfect. That was almost so good. All right, let's delete all that. And let's just try bringing it in on the AccuRig body. And we'll import it. That would have been crazy if that worked. So this is just it. Straight out of AccuRig. We got a character. And before I do any texture work, this is the main thing that I want to check. So we'll create an IK rig. It will auto create chains and auto create IK. Sick. It thinks it's the UE format again, not the end of the world. That I can work with. Okay. Create an IK retargeter. Unreal has made this stupid easy at this point. And well, we'll just like a player. Yep. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do edit, auto line, all bones. And we're gonna offset. And let's check salute cleanup. Yo. Right on. Let's go. I have never had. This is a breakthrough. Unreal has gotten so much better and I've learned so much. I'm gonna cry. I've never had like porting a model work that well. That actually made me a little emotional. Oh, it's never gone that cleanly. It's legit like hours of headache. And it just worked. I was so happy. All right. Let's build ourselves an Eagle 1. Oh, man. That just took the rest out of me. That was cool. Okay. So now I need to go and grab the textures. Goodness, I am so happy that worked. Okay. Hell yeah, that's badass. Alright. Principled Baker. 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 So I guess all of these need to be baked out and then pulled back in. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from streaming this because it looks like a lot of people have had to skedaddle. So I'm gonna go to the break screen, and when we come back, be able to set up Eagle 1, and then I'll probably finish setting up Eagle 1 and call it for the night. But I'll be right back.
Do you copy over? Running time jump program. Opening the vortex. Start the countdown.
Alright, y'all. So Blender's getting funky, and exporting the textures isn't going as quickly as anticipated. They're going to be a while. So I think I'm going to call it from here. If you are watching this later and you waited till this point, I apologize. But hopefully we'll be able to share some character designs soon. Maybe we'll share them early for members. And we'll be announcing stuff in the Discord here shortly. I'm getting tired. My eyes are tired. I might play games for a little bit, and then I'm going to bed. But with that, I think I'm going to call this the end. Thank you for being here. I've been Plot Coalition. And for one last time, the fish. He just swam across the screen. I think. Hold up. Hold up. If it's confirmed. Nope, he swam under the camera. Hold up. One last time if you're still watching. Fish cam. Alright, that's it. Have a good night.